This podcast is sponsored by the following sponsors. The Real Real. Buy and sell luxury clothing, bags, and more on The Real Real. Get $25 off your first purchase when you go to therealreal.com/happy. Shopify, the e-commerce platform I trust for Glossy. Sign up for your $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/happy. Get more when you start your business with Northwest Registered Agent. Your entire business identity in just 10 clicks and 10 minutes. Visit northwestregisteredagent.com/earn. Airbnb. Start making money by listing your home on Airbnb with the support of an experienced co-host. Find a co-host at airbnb.com/host. Get Notion mail for free right now at notion.com/earn and try the inbox that thinks like you. That's all lowercase letters. Notion.com/earn to get Notion mail for free right now. You have to sell your way into clarity. You have to sell your way into figuring out what the next step is going to be. If anyone tells you any other way, they're wrong. You're not going to think your way into success. You're actually going to action your way into success, fail, and figure it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Earn Your Happy podcast. It's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. I'm so pumped right now. I just got done with an online mastermind. That was a bonus day mastermind for our mentor collective mastermind. And I'm telling you this because we brought in two speakers who literally just, when you listen to people who are so in the trenches and building and creating like just such momentum in their business that it feels like your hair is on fucking fire and you just want to run through a wall. And so we had some friends on who were former clients. They've been with us for, or they've worked with us throughout the years, starting 10 years ago. And it was so incredible to come for full circle to have them speaking as guest speakers in our mastermind, sitting at almost just literally under 1 million followers from when they started. I don't even know what they had. They probably had a few thousand followers, then took a jump to 20,000 followers. Then they are just shy of 1 million. They'll probably hit it by the time this podcast comes out. And to have them speak into one of the groups that they used to be a part of. And they let us know on the mastermind today that they just signed a book deal that literally pays for the house that they just moved into. Like that, I'm speechless. Like that is what you hope for as somebody who has mentored people for all of these years. That is like your biggest dream come true. So today was a big day. I got very, very teary around it. And they just have this incredible community and I'm so freaking proud of them. And that's also what I wanted to share with you guys is that Chris and I are literally wanting to extend an invitation to you to come to our house, to walk through the front door, literally come to our home for this 2-day mastermind that we're opening up for a very small amount of people. It's a 2-day in-person workshop. It is a full strategy immersion with Chris and I. And let me tell you what's included. There's a one-on-one session with Chris to map out your biggest year yet. There's a guest spot on our podcast to promote your business to hundreds of thousands of people. You get a gorgeous, inspiring dinner out with other incredible entrepreneurs that are going to be here that you will connect with. And Chris and I, you're going to get 2 small group follow-up calls to stay supported and keep growing. And this is all about proximity, strategy, and serious momentum. And you guys, this is at the end of June. So if you want to come, make sure that you DM me VIP weekend. Just DM me. If you can't remember the word for any reason, just ask about it. I'll send you info. But this is for people whose businesses are $1 million and down. But Chris and I have done this throughout the years. And actually the couple that I'm talking about right now, who is just on this insane trajectory, has come to one of these. They've been in our Fast Foundations. Then they came to something exactly like this. They actually came to exactly what we're doing. And then to another event as well. So it's so incredibly exciting. You guys could be the next people to pop off down the road. And I would love, love, love to, have you on a call down the road and be crying over all of your success later on. So I feel so fulfilled today, and it got me to thinking because I'm really in the trenches with entrepreneurs right now after launching the Mentor Collective Mastermind. And I'm really getting to hear so much of what people are saying and what is essentially holding them back. And I think the theme and the tagline for today's podcast is you're not confused, you're just scared, and here's how to make money anyway. So, let me tell you something that I see every single day in entrepreneurs who are stuck. They say, I don't know what to do. But let's be honest, most of the time, that is absolutely not the truth. That's just fear wearing the costume of confusion. That's just sabotage trying to hold you back because you do not want to get uncomfortable. That's just your growth edge. It's literally just your growth edge showing up as saying, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what to do, or I don't have the network. So today I want to walk you through a simple but super powerful mindset and action framework to call out the sabotage and break through the fear. And most importantly, I want you guys to be able to make money fast, because in business, cash is king and cash buys time, cash buys peace, cash keeps the dream alive, and it can even resuscitate the dream. So the first thing that I want to share, part one of this podcast, is the lie that we tell ourselves. And we say, I'm unclear, or I don't know. But I want you to really think about this. If you had a gun to your head, or $5,000 rent due tomorrow, or you were going to get kicked out of your house, you'd figure out your next move, and you'd figure it out fast. You would stay up all night long. You would literally send a message to everyone you know. You'd send a message to strangers. You DM strangers. You would figure it out. So let's start by asking a deeper question. Why are you really stuck? It's rarely a strategy problem. It's most likely a fear of looking stupid, or picking the wrong thing, or being judged, or failing in public, or getting canceled, or wasting time on something that doesn't feel aligned, or it's just feeling bored, right? Maybe you're someone who just likes to start a lot of things and doesn't stick with it. But here's the truth. Alignment is not found through overthinking. It's found through action. Most entrepreneurs are not lacking clarity. They're lacking courage, and they're lacking momentum. So part two of this is to call out the sabotage. Like, call out that part of you that is literally trying to sabotage. And you know when it's happening, you can feel it. It's a literal feeling in your body. For me, it feels like absolute frustration is how I would describe it. It's like a toddler is trapped inside of me and just wants to freak the F out and throw a fit in the middle of the candy aisle because I can't figure out how to do it. So favorite fears in disguise is, I need to figure things out first. Like, that's a way to sabotage yourself, is to say to people, well, I need to just figure things out. I need to get more clear. I need to dial in my messaging. I need to just get this all perfected and get it right. And you don't. You need to do something that makes money so that you can breathe. Because the fact that you're trying to make decisions out of a place that feels so stressful and has so much weight on it, because it's carrying the weight of all of the maybe bills that you have or things that you need to show up for. You need to make money, because broke people don't build bold, important, impactful brands, because they're making decisions out of fear instead of making decisions out of the place that really inspires them and trying to make change and doing it out of the transformation that they have had in their lives that they want for other people. Broke people spiral. They overthink. They shrink their goals to feel safe. So let me say this super clearly. Your brain is going to make up very logical sounding excuses to keep you safe and to keep you broke, because that is where your thermostat is at. So if you're telling yourself any of these, I just need the perfect offer. I need a better funnel first. My niche isn't clear. I was told to niche down. It's likely self-sabotage pretending to be strategy. So part three of this is we're going to focus on how to make fast cash the focus. So here's a framework, because you need one cash generating offer, and you need it now, and you need it fast, And that is it. And it does not have to be perfect, and it can be sloppy, and your DM outreach or however we're going to talk about this and do this can be sloppy, and then you can dial it in. And let me just tell you what mine looked like. I kept it in like notes section of my phone or somewhere that I could copy and paste it back in the day in a document. And I just kept copying and pasting it. And as I would get responses back to some coaching that I was offering or whatever I was offering, because I did this so often, that I would just refine it. But the key is that I took action. So let's talk about the framework. Number one, what are people already asking you for? Don't invent. I want you to be responding. I want you to be responding to the questions in your DMs or the questions in your life. So don't invent something new. I want you to start responding. And this is about fast cash. Remember I said, if you had to come up with 5K overnight, or if you had a gun to your head and you literally needed to come up with money, I want you to think this way, because we want to be able to have the faith in ourselves to know that we can create fast cash when we need it. I think that that's one of the most important things that we can create as entrepreneurs is faith in our ability. Because when you have self-confidence in what you're able to do and what you're able to create, you're going to take a lot more risk going forward, and you're going to be able to put yourself in a lot more risky situations. And that's what entrepreneurship is, or building business, or you'll be able to take leaps because you'll know that at any given time you can wake up the next day and decide to do exactly what we're saying right now to get some cash through the door. It's essentially saying, I know I can rely on myself and I'm never going to go hungry, which is why I want you guys to really lock this in. And if you've already done this, if you're way past this, I want you to start thinking of this as I'm talking in terms of what is something I can do right now to get more cash through the door for my company? How could I sell more product tomorrow? If I wanted to say, you know what, this week, what would I do if I had to bring 5K extra into my product company or into my company or into whatever it is that your business is? Or maybe you need to think bigger. We're saying small offers right now. This is not small, by the way. It depends who we're talking to. But maybe you need to think bigger, right? Maybe you've done this before, but maybe you need to be asking the question, how could I bring 20K in this week? How could I bring 100K in this week? So as we're moving through the podcast, set your thermostat where you know feels like a stretch for you. So don't invent, respond. Number two, what could you sell for either $297 to $2,997 in the next 7 days? Obviously, these are just ranges we're grabbing, but you're getting the idea. What is it that you could sell from that $300 to $3,000 price range in the next 7 days? So don't focus on scalability. Focus on selling anything that solves a real pain point that you know how to solve. And this is where I want you to sit and either journal on this or think on this, or maybe it came due immediately. And I want you to just write it down and write out what that could look like. So number three, what's the fastest way for you to sell it? Well, you could post about it 3 times a day. You could talk in your stories 10 times a day. You could DM 50 people. Let me just tell you, I know 2 people right now who have gone from $0 to $15,000 in 1 month by cold outreach, DMing people and getting in conversation with them right now. It's the first time they've ever done this coaching offer, and this is happening as we speak. You could email your list if you have a list. You could host a 20-minute training or Q&A and pitch at the end. You could do lives on Instagram. You can go into other people's groups and ask if you can do a training or a Q&A. You can create urgency with a 3-day window. So number 4, what support or accountability do you need to execute? So if fear is freezing you right now, like if it's just making you not move whatsoever, you're not a person who needs to sit and think more. If you're like, I need to think more, I need to journal more, you absolutely need to do the opposite right now. You need to call a coach, or you need to ask a friend to hold you accountable. You need to put it out online and ask for help. You need either a container that you can literally go post in and say, you know, maybe it's a group, maybe it's a mastermind, say what you want or that you need support. You need to go put money down on a coach or a group of people. You need to do something that is going to hold you accountable. I know for me, it's been getting with coaches or getting in groups and getting in masterminds, because I'm not going to go say what I'm going to do and then not show up. Like that is the most painful thing on planet Earth for me. So just know what you'll show up for and what you won't. So part 4. Here's what I want you to get from this podcast. You literally cannot think your way into a successful business. If I can look back At any time I've ever been successful, I have just taken a leap and said, I will figure it out. And we were on a call today, like I said, in the mastermind. And there was a woman in there, her name is Busy Gold, and she does something called brain mapping, which is really studying all different brain types and why we respond the way that we do. And she said some of the most successful people that they've all studied have this part in their brain where they just act and they figure it out. Like they're more willing to take those big leaps and figure it out. And it doesn't mean that if this is not your normal way of being, that you can't be this way. It actually means that you can start choosing to do that. But you'll have to start allowing yourself different little places to practice it in your life, just to start saying yes without overthinking and letting yourself know that you'll figure it out. This is how you build self-trust. So you're not going to think your way into success. You're actually going to action your way into success, fail, and figure it out. That's how it actually looks. And if anyone tells you any other way, they're wrong. So you have to sell your way into clarity. You have to sell your way into figuring out what the next step is going to be. You can't wait till you're fearless, because I am scared every single day. You have to move while you're scared. And no matter how freaking spiritual or aligned your brand is, you still need something to sell to have people pay for it. Because once the cash is coming in, your nervous system is going to calm the F down, and you're going to have those more creative ideas open up. Your future essentially opens up. I'm so excited to share this. You guys know I never shy away from big, scary leaps, those super messy, what the heck am I doing moments. And This is Small Business just kicked off a new season, and it's all about risk. You know, I'm obsessed with this topic because that's what it takes. The host, Andrea Marquez, takes us behind the scenes with fearless founders who turn their maybe later ideas into heck yes, let's go adventures. These episodes have it all. They have raw stories of grit, honest advice, and so much inspiration. I got full body goosebumps listening. I was nodding along thinking this is exactly the kind of fuel we all need when chasing our big dreams. So if you need that extra push to go after your own hell yes vision, you have to check this out. Go follow This is Small Business on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. I can't wait for you to hear it. Okay, if you're like me and your inbox is stressing you out and you need to spend less time there and more time in your business actually moving the needle, bringing money in, I'm about to change your life. Notion Mail is the inbox that thinks like you, automated, personalized, and flexible to finally work the way you work. With AI that learns what matters to you, it can organize your inbox, label messages, draft replies, and even schedule meetings. No manual sorting required. You guys, it has AI organized inbox. You can tell Notion AI what's important to you, and it's going to automatically label them and sort them so that they arrive in the way that you want. Custom views for focus. Split your inbox into custom views like topics, urgencies, senders, or what you want to do to stay distraction free from those emails that you don't want to give your attention to. You can fly through emails with something called snippets. It's a one-click email template where you can do different intros, you can do follow-ups. This is perfect for my podcast, you guys, because I get over 30 inquiries in my inbox a day. So I can automate all of that. It can even include attachments and scheduling links. You can write beautiful emails faster. Get Notion Mail for free right now at notion.com/earn and try the inbox that thinks like you. That's all lowercase letters. Notion.com/earn to get Notion Mail for free right now. When you use our link, you're supporting our show, you guys. Notion.com/earn. So today I'm challenging you to stop waiting for more clarity, to stop waiting for when it's perfect. And instead, I want you to ask yourself, what is the one thing I could offer right now that solves a real problem for someone I already know? Maybe someone who's in my inbox, maybe someone I always see that I'm like, oh my God, if I could totally help them with this. Then I want you to sell it, and I want you to sell it messy, and I want that DM to look messy. Like, I don't care. I want you to send the DM and feel dumb. I want you to worry about it. I want you to worry if you said the right thing, and I want you to sit with that worry, and I want you to realize that sitting with the worry and sitting with the stress is the only way that you're actually going to start trusting yourself to let it be okay if you look like a moron, Or if you wonder if you shouldn't have sent that, like, I need you to feel these feelings, and I need you to get that you actually have to feel these feelings. And if you keep resisting it, you will never be what you want to be. If you're resisting what I just said because you're afraid you're going to worry about how you look and what that person thinks, and if they're going to talk about you, you will never make it in this. And I would rather tell you to get off the fence and just go do something else, because that's the actual feeling that you're going to have to get cool with every single day of your life. But if you are willing to go and feel this feeling every day, multiple times a day, then I want you to realize that you're going to start feeling the most confident that you ever thought you could feel in your life in about 3 to 6 months. And let me tell you, when that money starts to show up, let me tell you what happens to your confidence. It goes through the roof, because money doesn't just change your bank account. It changes your fucking brain chemistry. And you're going to start making decisions that match your highest potential when you start getting proof. So you guys, if this hit home, if you could share it with a friend, if you could share it with someone who's saying they're stuck or I don't know what to do, this truly is a place that we want them to know, like, these are the emotions and the feelings and the actions that we need you to be taking. This is the school. If you want to know what to sign up for in order to get unstuck, sign up for the feeling of embarrassment, sign up for the feeling of not knowing if people are going to judge you, sign up for the feeling of I'm bugging someone, I can't believe I'm following up again, oh my God, I must look annoying, I'm that girl, oh my goodness, look at what they just said to me, this confirms all of my fears. Sit with that. And then once you've sat in all those feelings and gotten those messages that reject you and say mean things to you, then you can finally know that you're in the arena with people who are successful. And until then, you absolutely will never experience it if you're avoiding it. So I always want you to know what it actually looks like and what is the training to becoming successful. This is the training. You don't get to skip this part. There is no way to skip this part. And I'm in it again. I'm in it again, and I'll be in it over and over and over again, because I'm committed to my highest purpose and I'm committed to my growth. So I'm in it with you. I'm in the arena with you. I'm so grateful for you. I love this podcast because I'm talking to my people, and you know that everything I say is literally said to pull you the fuck out of wherever you are and put you up in that place where you know that you're meant to be, because you're amazing. And what you have to offer is going to impact so many people in the best way. And you deserve to be living in your purpose and feeling what it feels like to be so incredibly connected and aligned in your purpose, and wake up every day and feel like your life matters and like you're mattering to other people. And just know what that feels like to be walking in your purpose every day. It's life-changing. It doesn't mean it doesn't feel challenging. Actually, if you're doing it right, it's going to feel like a challenge. So you guys, I'm sending you so much love. I'm so grateful for you. If the info on the weekend resonates with you, we would love, love, love to work with you. Chris and I would love to have you out at our house in Newport Beach for literally the best California weekend ever. This area is my favorite place, not only like in the world, like to live, but where I've ever been. Like, it is my ultimate dream spot. So I'm just luring you out with letting you know it's like the ultimate spot ever, especially in the summertime. So you guys definitely DM me. And until next time, earn your happy. Bye, everyone.